Hello everyone, my name is Arshita. My ID number is 2100031364. My project is developing a React application for translating text of any language to English using AWS. So first let me show you demo of my project. Let's take any text in Telugu. Mm, Let me take this. Let me save this as Telugu demo. Now the file is saved. I'll upload the file here. File is uploaded successfully. I will refresh here. Need to search for, see here it is Telugu demo. Download. This is what got translated. So for developing this project, there are some steps to be followed, which includes here are the steps to be followed. First, creating the user interface for the user. Then, for interacting users to the AWS resources, I have given an IAM role. Access keys are being given to the user so that user can access the AWS resources. Then user can upload the documents to S3 bucket. These uploaded documents are pre-processed by the Lambda function where the backend code is written. Lambda reads the text from the S3 bucket and then translates the text into English using Amazon Translator. That translated text is stored in another bucket, which is output bucket. The files in this output bucket are reflected in the user interface. So these are all the files which are in output bucket. So those translated files can be downloaded by the user and can be read. So for this, the first step is initiating the user interface. Let's start with the creating user interface. Let me name this as my translation app. Okay, this is done. So we'll keep this aside. We'll go to our AWS management console. First, we'll create IAM user. We'll create a new user. Let's name this as translator. Next. attach policy. Here you need to give S3 full access, this one. Next, that's it. Create user. This is given here. Open this. Here we need to create an access key. So create access key. Local core. I understand. Next. Create access key. You need to copy this to your notepad. Copy this. Paste. Copy this. Paste. Next, this is done. Continue. This is done. Now we need to go to IAM role. We have to create a role. We have to choose here Lambda. Sorry, to choose here Lambda. Next, search for S3 full access Cloudwatch. Cloudwatch full access. Translate. That's it. Next, I'll name this as Pro Role Demo. This is all same. Create a role. Okay. Our IAM work is done till now. Let's go to S3. In S3, these are my previous buckets. So I'll create a new bucket. I'll name it as input text. That's it. Create. Another bucket. I'll name it as output text. Create the bucket. Done this. Okay. Our S3 work is also done almost. Now the main task is to create Lambda function. I'm deleting the previous Lambda function. So let me create a new function. Translate. Language should be 3.9. Change the default execution. Use an existing role, which is we created, right? My pro role demo, something like that. Pro role demo. Yeah. Create function. this is done. Now let's add a trigger. Here you need to choose choose S3 here. Bucket should be input text. That's it. Everything is done. I acknowledge. Add. Okay. Now let's go to code. Here, this is the main thing you have to configure. So the code is here. Check here. In this code, the main points are, first of all, let me paste this code there. This code I've got it from ChatGPT. Yeah, it's done. Let me paste it here. So here, for translation purpose, the main thing we are doing here is importing Boto3 library function. In Boto3 library, we are using translate function to translate. There, source language is auto. Auto in the sense can take any language, like anything. So it translates from any language to English. Here EN represents the English. And then here you need to give the output bucket one. See, let me take this one. This is the one what I have to. So let me paste the name here. Okay. Then again here also the output bucket where the translated file should be stored. That is the name. Have to give. Yeah, almost done. Yeah, it's everything done. So deploy the changes. Okay, our backend is done. Now let's get back to our front end. See, front end is also done. So let me navigate to my translator app. Sorry, what the name I've given? Translation. My translation app. So course dot. Okay. New turn one. Before checking the app run, first let me check whether the app is running correctly or not. Npm start. Okay, this is done. Now we'll come and work for our front end. Before working for front end, let me install the AWS SDK, npm install AWS-SDK. Okay, it's done. So for the front end code, let me go to my previous app. This is the code what I used for developing my application. So I'll just explain you the code. Here, this is what used for interaction to AWS resources. We are importing AWS from AWS SDK and S3 from AWS SDK client S3. Then I've made some constant, use state, all those. These are all the formats which are allowed to upload. You can just upload files to S3 bucket. For translation, you should only upload text file. Then this is the output file where the list files. This lists the files that are translated into English. These are all the access keys which we have copied earlier. That is, see here. This should be pasted there. Then with these access keys only you will get permitted to upload files via SDK to the AWS Management Console's buckets. This is input where the file should be uploaded and the access keys are same. And in all the places you need to update the input and output file names. So let me first copy this, paste this to here, app.js. Let me remove this and paste this. Control F. Um, Let me remove this. Okay, the error is with styles. So let me even upload the styles. Let's create a new style file. app.module.css. So for styling, let's first check with the output how it gets reflected. See, this is how everything is working. Let me change the names here. The names are here. This one should be changed. Okay. Let's go to the bucket. Output text driven. This one. Yeah, here. This one. Next. This is input. That is also input. This here you need to change. This is output. And that's it. Now, let's change the access keys. They are in US region. Now, let's first. So, this is how the front end looks. So, let's add the CSS. The CSS I have added previously is this. Let me copy the same CSS and paste it here. Yeah. Okay, now the CSS is done. Uh, Let me close this. I'll run the app again. So our front end is done now. Now let's take any text before we took, right? Let's take another text now. In the same way, news in Malayalam. Okay, let me copy this whole thing. Oh, that's not good. Okay, let me copy this to here and take a notepad, paste, and let's take this out. Save this as Malayalam demo. Save. Now let's go to the output. What is this? This is, this is previous one. Okay. Now let's take Malayalam demo. Open. Upload the file. File got uploaded successfully. Okay. Now let me refresh. Here we got Malayalam text. So let's download. It's downloaded. See, it got translated. So this is my application for translating text of any language to English using AWS. Thank you.